Team Solo Mid versus 100 Thieves. First Strike North America Grand Final post-match discussion. What are people saying? Oh, it posts stats and stuff. That's cool. Oh, I don't actually like how these are listed. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of numbers. I don't know if I can handle this. I love me some underdog. Hiko and Steel's hard work shows. I wonder what happens if Dicey gets better both as a jet and an opper. They would dominate. Dude, I can kind of agree with this. Hiko and like the entire team played insane. Asuna, Hiko, Steel, Nitro, Dicey. They were all very good. I think the big thing with Dicey though that I noticed is it seemed like he was kind of nervous. I don't know if that was entirely true, but he wasn't really underperforming. He just definitely wasn't overperforming though. And I feel like that was part of the issue. It's incredible to think that if Dicey was playing like top notch at that time, how much they could have possibly rolled. He was missing some shots here and there, and there was times where it feels like he could have done more. 100 Thieves looked really incredibly good already, and it's incredible to think what they're gonna look like next split. I guess it's not called a split. What is it called now in Valorant? Next tournament, next major. I don't really know. That's so cool to see Steel though, after coming off of CS with the whole ban and everything, being able to come into a scene like Valorant and just cruise straight through, win the first major. That's pretty freaking awesome. Crazy performance by 100 Thieves. TSM looked so tilted at the end. Did you guys see the clip of Hazed where he just looked so stressed out? I think it was on the second map. He just looked so defeated at one point in time. Oh my gosh, dude. I can't imagine the nerves, especially for going back to Asuna and Dicey, being so young as they are, playing in a tournament like this. I can't even imagine what that's like to play at. Oh, this is a good clip. This is from a myth.
Let me tell you, if you're a fan of the stream, if you're watching right now, here's what we're not gonna fucking do, all right? Here's what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna take away that big fat dub from 100 Thieves and that amazing series by saying they got lucky, dude. All right? They smacked us.
Absolutely not. Never.
3-1, dude.
It's not luck in these games, dude. It's not
we
luck.
Lost, they fucking won.
You get outplayed. Maybe you weren't playing very well, but it's never luck. It's never luck in these
100
games.
Thieves and the work that team's put in, and the fact that they won those matches, that is not about to happen. All right? Fucking GG to them, bro. That is not luck.
You really got to have respect for Myth here, because the interesting thing is he actually had more viewers than the mainstream, at least for the majority of the time that I was watching. He was chilling around almost 100,000, and the actual stream had like 70,000 viewers. So to have somebody like Myth be a good role model in this situation and be like, hey, because there's a lot of young people who watch Valorant, you know, I think it's very cool to have like a good role model in this scenario where he's like, yeah, guys, give him the win. This is how you act like a good sport. That's what he is, you know. Realistically speaking, I don't think that I've ever had some sort of massive attachment to any esports teams. I don't know if people feel like this deep connection with like TSM or CLG or like 100 Thieves. I know a lot of people do, but it seems like most people who watch esports are kind of just watching it for like the love of the game, right? They really enjoy seeing good storylines and good teams play against each other. It's much more satisfying than like sports fans, where you have these diehard sports fans who literally hate you if you're a fan of like one team. I think that's interesting. This was a good clip. I was watching this and literally I'm chilling in Discord and we all just went, oh, at the time that this happened. Oh my god. This is the Asuna play right here. Look at it, just lined it up perfectly, dude. That was such a good read too, that they knew they were going to be pushing A right here. They had the rocket in hand. They were ready for it. Oh my gosh. He does end up clutching out the ace right here, but just whenever you see the showstopper come out and you see that big of a clump of people, especially with the time to pull it out now after that nerf came in like maybe a month or two ago, you don't see these as frequently. Normally players will react in time and run away. And here's the funny thing. You know all the people who say things like, oh wow, like this game they have abilities and stuff, or like it's easy to do, so it's not that exciting when you see it, dude. Plays like this are incredibly exciting for viewers. When you see Asuna pull out the rocket and jump in and ace the entire enemy team, I'm sure there's some dude watching this video that's like, oh, that's so boring. But in reality, this is pretty freaking hype when you watch something like that happen. It doesn't happen that often. It's good to see. It's enjoyable. This is what I was talking about in my video when I was responding to the Score Esports, how there's a very big difference between what is good for the game and what is exciting to watch, right? Some things suck to play against, but are really fun to watch, you know? A map like Icebox is very exciting for me to watch. Anyway, me personally. I don't know if everyone feels that way. Well, it's not always fun to play on. I like this post, but we'll be getting 100 Thieves buddies next stack. I wonder how annoyed other regions get. If you're not from NA and you like, Do you just inherently care about NA esports, or is that just an NA? I'm pretty sure that's just an NA thing where we like think that everybody cares about us. I feel like if you're in EU, you probably care about EU more than NA. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. This might be the most obnoxious thing for some people on this Reddit who are like just chilling from EU, or they're chilling from like Turkey or something, and they're like watching this. Is Turkey in EU? I'm not. I'm geographically challenged, guys. Okay. Insane play from First Strike Brazil. Let's see this. I didn't see this yet.
Visão do adversário, spin também o Veronese voando, vem ali puxar pra frente, pulou do outro lado, ele tá no cena, escapando, acertando, Chozinho traz de volta, mas olha o FZN, acertando o ultimate.
I don't know what happened. What is this spectating? Is this just how they spectate in Brazil? They just watch it all like this? There's just too much going on, so they just don't watch one person? I guess that's a good Sova ult, though. Hiko would be proud of that one. We got a Wardell clip. Okay, let's see it. Oh, I actually saw this flick right here. Oh my gosh, this one was nuts. Just like, stuff like this is not easy. I mean, I guess it doesn't look incredibly easy, but when he sees this Omen, this is like pixels that he could have possibly hit him right here, dude. He didn't hit him through the wall. He hit this Omen directly, like in the arm or something right here, and it just counts as a body, I guess. That's so incredible that he could have possibly hit him right here. And then he has the game sense, too, to dash out at the same time, right? Because if he is getting pushed from short right here, he doesn't know if somebody's up on him. A good player or a good team, I guess maybe they're being delayed or something, but Hookah, they feel like they're kind of worried. But they easily could have followed this up here and gotten the trade onto Wardell, and it would have made this play almost for nothing. I mean, like, he would have still gotten the pick onto Nitro, but Wardell going down here in the process would really be detrimental to them. Wardell played a pretty freaking good game on this bind map at the very least. Oh, there was one 2v5. Let me see if I can find it. There was one 2v5 where they almost came out on top on bind. It was like the nightmares that I have where I'm playing with my friends and I'm like, guys, this is losable. You're chilling in a 5v2. They're like, King, this isn't losable at all. And I'm like, guys, just please play it safe. Play it smart. They push straight into Wardell and somebody else. I think it was like Sabrosa or something. And they nearly won the round. It was this one right here. Oh my gosh. So they all take the teleporter here when TSM is trying to save right now. They're trying to save an operator and a vandal or something. And they're all chilling over here on A site. So Sabrosa's going to find a pick right here onto Asuna. Wardell is chilling up here in heaven, dude. This is a 2v5, mind you. Watch how close this gets. He's going to pick up another one. He's going to find the third one onto Steel right there. Steel's going to go down. It is just Hiko left in a 1v2 now. How did this happen? They push straight into Wardell Sabrosa. The entire team ends up falling. Luckily, thank the Lord, Hiko is able to end up clutching this round. But this ends up making a massive difference. I think this game goes into overtime. I was wrong. I don't think this game goes into overtime, boys. Oh! Okay, so it doesn't go into overtime, but it comes very close, okay? And had they lost that round, this would have been an 11-12 rather than a 12-11. Oh my god, that's so weird to think about. And that doesn't even count the chances that maybe they win a round after that, dude. You have to be taking it seriously 100% of the time. I can't imagine how stressful it is for these players in these games. Just knowing that you slip up just a little bit, you're going to lose the round for your entire team. Oh my god. Oh, this is a post that's pretty applicable to me. People who've had VoD reviews done for them and done it for others, what are your most memorable experiences? Just out of curiosity, more than anyone else, what have you do VoD reviews and been coached? Did you find it helpful? For those that do VoD reviews, is there a specific thing that you see way more frequently than the rest? Crosshair placement, back counter strafing, etc. Is there a memorable experiences with someone you coached that you took their advice and became cracked? Or on the flip side, was it totally shitbird and didn't listen to anything you said? I think that is very uncommon that somebody just takes like a little bit of advice and becomes cracked. Like nobody's going to start out in like silver and they're going to end up in like diamond or something like the next day, you know? It's definitely a process thing. I think the biggest thing for VoD reviews is going to be noticing like bad habits that you have as a player or things that you're probably not going to notice in your own play. It's kind of to get around that whole mentality where a lot of people are like, oh, well, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, or I'm playing perfectly. I'm playing so above my rating, but I'm still not climbing. When in reality, when you go into VoD review with somebody who's a higher rank than you, they notice a lot of issues within your play. I think the only examples that people ever use are like bad crosshair placement or bad counter strafing, because a lot of the times, especially for like lower rank players, it feels like those are just the most basic things to focus on. I would say aiming in the game is like 90% crosshair placement too. So to critique somebody's crosshair placement is a very easy thing to do, because a lot of the times there's like little errors if there's not already big ones, you know? I think the main value within doing these reviews though is just to theory craft different ways that you could have played a situation. Whenever you come out of a situation losing and you feel like there's nothing that you could have done about it, you can normally go into a VoD review and you could sit down and like think of other ways that you could have handled the situation. Maybe you could have played it more aggressively. Maybe you could have played it less aggressively. Maybe there was a teammate that you could have been assisting at that time and it would have worked out a lot better for you. If I were to say one thing that I think that most players struggle with that I've seen, it's generally playing with their teammates, because a lot of the times we're very focused on what we're doing as a player. And while we're focused on those things, we actually miss what our teammates are doing as players. So I don't know if this is at all helpful for this guy, if he's ever going to see this video. If he does, then that's awesome. But hopefully it can be helpful to you guys, just in case you're ever doing a VoD review or you're ever wondering what you need to improve on within your play. The more I've climbed, and this goes for Diamond and Immortal probably, players just really struggle to play as a team. And not even like as a whole, just with individual players on your team. They struggle to trade each other. They struggle to peek off of their engagements. They struggle to create plays with these players. It feels like you have 5 separate players who are all playing their own 1v1 game, and you will live or die based on those players winning their engagements. And that's never how you want it to work. The players who consistently win are the players who are effective at playing as a team. Because you can have cracked aim, but are you going to have cracked aim every single day? All of the time? Are you never going to miss a shot? Are you never going to screw up? I know I'm not, so I like to play with my teammates where I have somebody to back me up. Something I've noticed is a lot of people might be thinking, well, I can't trust my teammates to trade me. I've played with brand new players, and I've told them just to trade me, and when we push in, I will still die. Maybe they even end up, maybe the trade isn't perfect, maybe they end up taking a little bit of damage, but even brand new players, if you play it well and you play it close together, then you can normally pretty much guarantee the trade. Have more confidence in your teammates, play more as a team, you'll win way more. Other than that, though, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel down below. Check us out on Twitch, and I will see you guys in the next video.